Hi, I'm Rachelle Digges, co-founder of Send 56. I want to take a few minutes to share some stories of what God is doing among our frontlines missionaries in Africa. As an organization, we exist to connect senders and goers to fulfill the Great Commission in Africa. As we labor towards every tribe hearing the gospel message, God has used so many different means to bring faith to these unreached people groups. Whether through prayer, preaching, or physical healing, God is showing His faithfulness through the men and women who are called to go. There's one story I really want to share with you today about our missionary who's on the field in Ethiopia together with his wife. One night his wife had a dream that a family brought a sick baby to their house for prayer, but in the dream an evil spirit attacked and killed the baby. The wife woke up and immediately told her husband about the dream, and they began to pray. That same day, friends of theirs from the village came to visit their home with their young daughter, a baby who was very sick, struggling to breathe and getting rapidly worse. The family didn't know what to do. In fact, while they were still at their house, the baby completely stopped breathing, and as far as they could tell, she had died. Instead of despairing, the missionaries raised their voices to heaven because of the dream and the word that they'd heard from the Lord. They contended in prayer for the life of the child, trusting in the faithfulness of God. After many minutes of this, the baby coughed, sneezed, and revived. Even in this remote location without access to any medical help, that baby went on to make a full recovery. God answered their prayers and healed the child. I love sharing stories like this, not just to see God's glorious might on display, but to highlight the faith of the men and women who've chosen to leave their homes behind and go live among these remote tribes. They give up their lives so that the word of Jesus would come near to these unreached peoples, using whatever means they have at their disposal. Sometimes this is first aid training, or maybe bringing food supplies during a time of famine. But when they have nothing else at hand, no medical intervention or means of physical help, they pray. In the hardest places, they pray. And when events like this take place, it makes inroads for the gospel. We hope that these stories will stir up your faith in Jesus. And we also hope that you would consider partnering with Send 56 so that you can play your part in the Great Commission, striving side by side with these missionaries who are bringing the name of Jesus to the nations.